Now, a Sheffield firm that shreds electronic and printed data has seen business double in the last 3 months ahead of new rules that radically change the way companies look after our personal information.
The General Data Protection Regulation comes into force next month, and as a result, more businesses are making sure documents are destroyed. But for small companies, there are worries about how they'll enforce the new rules. Here's our business correspondent, Spencer Stokes.
At Russell Richardson's in Sheffield, another van load of documents are about to be shredded. They've been destroying data at this family-run firm for 40 years, but they've never known business to be so good. And they put that down to the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation that comes into force next month.
It's blown us out the water from last year's tonnage. We're actually sort of at capacity at this building now. We're going to be moving in the next 6 months to double the size of the premises. From a self-employed person who's working at home to a big multinational with thousands of people. It gets all of us this.
The new law doesn't just affect traditional paper-hungry firms. Take this small clothing company in Huddersfield. They have a database of all the people they've ever sold to. Now they'll have to get customer consent to keep that information or dump it.
I think it's a little bit of a step too far. You know, the UK had data protection rules already. I didn't think we need to have that much more data protection rules. It's an extra thing that small firms have to then cost into how they set up their businesses and how they operate.
For small companies, the new rules may be something of a burden, but for consumers, their rights are strengthened, meaning you can get in touch with a firm asking it to delete or destroy any data that relates to you.
It can even be someone who is a self-employed gardener who has a list of former clients, their names, addresses, telephone numbers, email addresses. That gardener may well not realise that that information is data, and that comes under the scope of GDPR, and by May the 25th they will be expected to be compliant in the way that they store that.
900 tonnes of paper and hard drives are being ground up at Russell Richardson's every month. That's double what they were doing a year ago, a figure that could increase further once the new law kicks in next month. Spencer Stokes, BBC Look North, Sheffield.
That is a lot of data.